Alright, what is up everybody? So we are going to be going over really the basics of day trading in this video here. Let me exit out of that or minimize it. Alright, so we got my chat if anybody wants to join in. Let me just make sure. We got my Thinkorswim platform up and running. Let's see if we got, alright, stream health, good. Alrighty, hold on a second to make sure everything is good to go. Alrighty. Alright, so we're gonna actually wait for some people to join. If no one wants to join within probably a couple of minutes here, then, or a couple, probably about 30 or so seconds, then we're just gonna get going. And you guys can, whoops, alright, this is just my screen loading up on my, desktop here in the back. Alright, so we are good. We're going to move this over here. Hold on a second, everybody. We are going to move, hold on. We're going to move this right here, over here. So we're good. All right. Let's make this a little bigger. All right. So here we go. All right. So we got one person watching right now. What's up? If you want to write something, go ahead. If you want to call stocks out, feel free, and we can kind of look over them. But okay. So really, as day traders, we are going to look for, support and resistance, gap and go strategies. We're going to look for kind of just stuff that we understand right now. We're not going to overcomplicate things. All right, so that's since we're talking about day trading, we're going to want to find the stocks that have the best overall, gapping up, because we're going to want stocks that have high volume and so on. So we're going to go to public. This is what I do in the morning. Here, I'll just go through with you guys what I do in the morning. So I will go to my scan to create a watch list here. We're going to go to load personal, gap up pre-market. All right, they load up. We're going to click scan. And we're going to get a list of stocks. Normally not this many, but we're going to get stocks that gapped up in market hours with over 150,000, shares for the volume. Then we're going to open up pre-market 2. And really just the main difference here is the volume, which is kind of important, as, you don't want stocks that are too crowded. You want, some stocks that can jump and move, and that's where you get volume. So you don't want to be overcrowded. You want to stay, under, you don't want it to be over, 5 million shares above the average, because that would be way too much. Orders would be hard to fill, and orders would be hard to, execute and so on. Okay, so hold on. All right, so let's say we picked out a couple stocks here. Let's just load them in here. Let's just go here. Okay, so all right, let's just look at these. I think this is the second one. Yeah, it is. All right, so let's just go. Hold on. Okay, so now doing that, we transferred all of these stocks from here over here, and now we're going to go to charts, and we don't really need this. So let's go set up. Oops. Let's go swing trade. Actually, this is my swing trading setup. That was kind of okay. Here it is. All right. Okay, so let's say we want to look at man. When I do this, all my stuff kind of goes away. Sorry about that, guys. But okay, so let's say I want to look at this stock here. See, this one over the past, let's go 1 day, 1 minute. You know, so we don't want that. We want 5 day, 5 minute. Still, okay. So you see this this would be a stock that we would just blow off, and we wouldn't want to look at it because you can kind of really see the volume right down here and right here. You know, that volume is nothing, and it doesn't even create, you know, a full chart. We don't want that. This one looks a little more intriguing, but looks let's go 1 minute. Okay, so this is decent, but you can tell this, you know, you could get an order filled right here thinking you're up on the uptrend, and then it, you know, and that tanks. You know, you can't tell and look at stocks as well. But okay, so this is a good example of why you would need a high volume to look. So we're going to go to the first one. We're going to kind of show you the difference. All right, so see how there's a little more candlesticks here. Let's just kind of go through and see if we find something that we find intriguing. So let's go. All right, nothing really, you know, nothing really. This one seems to be, you know, a little choppy. Let me change the time. Let's just go. I like the 1 day, 1 minute, but you know it. Okay, so this is what a chart would look like here, and I wish we could find something that had a little more. Actually, that I'm gonna pull up one of my swing trades. There's always volume on those. All right, so let's go here. Let's go swing. All right, you guys. All right, so here is a perfect, you know, this is what a stock would look like right here. Most likely, you know, maybe not as much gap in between, but good overall, you know. Okay, so here, if let's say this stock was on my watch list, the first thing I would do is I would go and look up to see if there was any fundamental or not fundamental, you know, indicators or some kind of catalyst, you know, such as earnings report, news, and so on. So if that's, say, this stock right here just released a earnings report and they beat expectations tremendously, you know, we would see an increase in volume, and we would see an increase in the stock price because people would like to jump into it. We can show you a good example of that is Snapchat. See, this is how stocks look right here. You know, there's no gap, you know, in between. It's just a good overall. So I don't know when they released it here. It's at 17. Maybe a couple. Let's go 20 days. I believe it was in the past. Nope, it was. All right, let's go customize. Let's go 90 days. And let's go 12 hours. So that's kind of a lot. All right. Let's let it load. Okay. So if you were, I day traded the stock, but as you see here, you have a stock that went from $14 all the way up to, you know, 21, and a high of 22.20. So if I was going to day trade this stock here, you know, I want to find the support and resistance, and you know, this one's a little more risky, but this is one of those trades where you would want to get in and out and capture those gains. So let's see if we can go to, no, we want that. We want a new drawing tool. We want this. Okay, so this, I bought this stock at around $15. So right here, and I sold it at about 21-ish. Let's see. So let's go 15. So to 21. This was, I don't know if I day traded or swing trading this stock, but I remember buying it and selling it at these prices. Okay, so 40%. You know, I obviously didn't hold it the entire time. At around, you know, 18, I sold, and then I sold the rest at 21. So it wasn't a full 40% gain, but it was definitely a high winner here. But so this stock showed up. Let's kind of take a brief back here, but this stock showed up because they released earnings, and it beat a lot of what people predicted. So people thought, at that day, that it would be a great stock to invest in. And that's kind of just go through, it kind of starting to diminish a little bit, so we see there's some little resistance, at about $16. So we're going to go to this horizontal line, and bam. So now we see that it, has some resistance around 1628. We're going to go to add an alert, create alert. All right, 16, we said 28, so let's go to 28. All right, so when this thing hits this, I'm going to be notified, and which is perfect, because then I predict that it will, bounce up, and if it continues to fall, we have a chance for a reversal or some kind of other strategy that we learned, or a strategy that you guys can find in my book. Not to promote it, but it's a great book. You guys check it out. It's How to Become an Active Trader. You can find it on Amazon, Kindle, and paperback and whatnot. But anyways, as you see here, I don't use this account anymore. I use SureTrader down here for my trades. I mostly just keep money in here. I don't know why, but I do. Okay. So when this hits 628, it could do a nice reversal, and I got notified. I'll get notified on that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna, as day traders, we're gonna find stocks that have this huge gapping up ability, and the way you guys do that is you guys look up. You guys look up stocks that gapped up. You use stock screeners, and so on. That's the best way to do it, because then you guys can make a good solid watch list, and you guys can understand. And this one's a perfect example of why you'd want to, why you would want to have this. So if you guys missed it the first day, okay, so you missed this huge rise. It opened here. So then, if say you bought in at $17, okay, just in one day. Let's say you bought in at $17 because there was a nice gap and go setup, which we learn. If you guys want to check that out, I offer a ton of other videos on that. So if say you missed it and you're like, crap, but you still had this on your watch list, and you set an alert for if it broke over $17. Well, we'd most likely want an alert if it beat the high of the previous. So let's say even if we did 1835, okay, we bought in. All right, hold on, we need a different kind of drawing tool. I apologize, guys. All right, so we said 1835, correct? Yeah. All right, so if say we missed the first day and we're like, crap. That's just, we saw it beat the high of the previous day, and people are starting to jump at it more. That's what most likely happens. So we jump in 1835, and we sell. Let's just say we get lucky and we sell at the peak at 2002. Right there is still a 10% gain. So you don't have to capture, this huge trend. If you caught it here and you're selling up here, good for you. You deserve an award, and I'll send you a t-shirt if you can prove it. But if it's not really realistic, to be honest. So you're going to want to capture just those small scalps and those gains as fast as you can. All right, here's another one. What is it? All right, this is it. This one was a hot stock the past couple of days, and if you've been day trading this past week, this I guarantee showed up on your scanner. last week. It did for me. Bought in. All right, just to prove, or not prove, but to show you guys that the gap or a bull flag and the gap and go setup. All right, so we have here. I bought this stock at 966. For some reason, that number stuck in my head, and I sold out the same day. I can't get it, but all right, 73, close. All right, and I sold out at around $14. Okay, so let's go. That's close enough. So still, that's a 43% gain, guys. 43%. That's in one day. Let me remind you that. That's in one day. Okay, and this kind of stocks happen all the time. You know, that's why, you know, stock trading is such a, you know, it's such a great field because you can make tremendous amounts of money in it. So all right, here's a perfect bull flag setup. We have a huge flag, you know, one day. Then we have some consolidation, and then we have this huge from 11 to frickin' $50 roughly, guys. That's a 318% day. So meaning for every, you know, I don't even know, for every, what would that be? For every $1,000 you put in, you got 3 roughly. Okay, that is a tremendous amount of money. And let me remind you guys that I only off this stock made, you know, a couple $100 because I spent last week Forex trading. You know, I still made, you know, pretty good money, but let me guys remind you, if I would have held from 966 till this, let's see. Let's just see what this is. I don't even want to know. 500 frickin' %. Okay, that's not, you know, that's uncommon, but it's not super uncommon. But okay, so that's going back for the setup. All right, so we have this huge gap up, which, you know, we have some sell off, and then here is where you'd want to hop in. All right, hold on, and I'll show you guys why here in a sec. Because when this flag and this pull beats the previous high of the red, that is a perfect opportunity to hop in. So even at, let's go 1328, guys. You guys hop in at that, and you're just riding momentum up for the day, and you sell out at, you know, 25 bucks. For every share you made 10 bucks off, you know, you just made a couple $1,000. But, you know, that's why we practice these setups. See, we had this huge, we almost had another one up here, but as you see, it kind of fell. But that's why we would have our stop loss. And let's pull it up for the day and see. Let's see what we could have done, and see if what we could have done. See if we could have scalped it or done something. Yeah, I guarantee we could have. All right, here we go. Let's just go basics. Okay, guys. So if you guys saw some of my videos, you understand that I am a huge support bounce kind of guy. I love it because it's the easiest strategy in the world. Okay, so we have support here. Basic. I see this. I'm setting alerts at 35.53 all day long. Let me remind. Even if let's say we saw this. Let's say we saw this and I had this. Right when I know that when it had a hard time beating here, guys. So let's say I bought in, you know, let's say I bought in right here, whatever this is, 35.61. Crap. What'd I do? Oh man, no biggie. Let's go. Let's trade this tool. These drawing tools are so annoying. Okay, let's say I bought in right here. Okay, we saw the, and let's say I held it. Let's say I got scared here. Okay, 5% all day. all day long, guys. So if you put $100 in, you know, you got $5. That doesn't seem like a lot, but you don't normally day trade with just $100. But so, but still, this is a perfect setup. You know, you're just looking for the support and resistance lines. That's why I talk about them so much, is because you guys can make a killing just from this. It's freaking crazy. Let's see if there's some resistance on that top one. Let's set this up. Alrighty. So, okay. Let's zoom it out a tad. Let's go 5 days. Not so much, but so let's go right here. Yeah, not so much. But look at this. Look at that. Another support line, guys. Another support line. Right here. You guys can see it just as well as I can. Okay, it's basic stuff. You know, we have the support. Let's see if it beat the support somewhere. So we're looking for something that goes under 35. Well, this is just hectic over here, guys. Look at this. If you would have bought in on the open and sold on the top, that's a lot. But all right, so that's just really, you know, basic stuff. We're looking for stuff with high volume, you know, gapping up, something that's having some news. You know, that's going to give us those huge runs and those huge overall gains. As we can see, we have a ton of people watching. We have one person, so what up? Maybe we can get a hop in, someone to check it out. But all right, you know, I didn't want my video to be over 20, you know, 25 minutes here, but it's getting close. So, you know, this is just basic support line, guys, basic stuff. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to go on my Instagram. It's in the link, and just shoot me a question, you know, or go on Facebook or email me, guys. I'm here to help you guys make some cash. And you guys literally only got to work 2 hours a day. You guys could be making over 6 figures, you know, or more. All right, but I don't want to keep you guys up. It's already 10 o'clock my time. All right, so please sure to subscribe. And you guys know I'm always doing giveaways and whatnot. So if you guys subscribe, I will send you my book, a t-shirt, and some cryptocurrency coins. All you gotta do is subscribe. And this, you know, and day trading is the best job in the world. And if you agree, hit that like button. All right, so that's gonna be it though. Peace out, MVP investors. Take care, everyone.